Oh, great. I can get rejected by 6 different women at the same time! Joy!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Combiner Wars Victorion! So here we are, and there they are, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a nice piece of artwork of a Victorion. Very cool. You have the 6 figures that are included in this set. Yes, she is the fan-built combiner, that's right. On this side of the box, you just have words and things. On this side, you just have that same image there of a Victorion. On the top of the box, you just have the lineup of all 6 figures there. On the bottom, Combiner Wars! On the back, you have a very big obligatory product shot right there with Victorion and the 6 robots. And you have a bio up there if you want to read it in multiple languages. There you go. And that's basically it for the packaging. And also included in the packaging is the collector's card with that same piece of artwork. Victorion, Generations, hooray, cards. And you also get a little poster here, and it's an 11 by 14 poster with that same image of a Victorion. And here you have the, well, 5 components. For some reason they left out Rust Dust. There's no there's no love for the chess minion, man. They just left him off the poster. That ain't right. That ain't right. But still, nice little poster. So you get that as well. And that is it. So moving right along, here we have the 6 robots that make up Victorion, the fan-built combiner. And yeah, more of the same molds I've already reviewed like 5 times already. Yay! That's as much enthusiasm as I can muster up for this set. But here we have Pyra Magna, Dust Up, Jump Stream, Skyburst, Stormclash, and Rust Dust. Those are our 6 robots, which on the bio, they're called the Rust Renegades, which I don't like that name at all. I think that's dumb. In the comics, they're called the Torchbearers, which I think is way cooler than the Rust Renegades, so I'm going to go with Torchbearers. That's what I'm going to call them anyway. That's just me. But, yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to review these figures one at a time. Kinda, you'll see what I mean by kinda shortly, but we'll review these figures one at a time. There won't be a gag until the end of the last review, so sorry to everybody who just skips ahead to the end of the videos. There's not going to be anything there. Sorry. Not sorry. But let's just continue on and get going with Victorion! So here are the first 2 components of Victorion. We have SKYBURST and STORMCLASH. And since they are basically the same toy, I figured I would just review them together because it just made sense to me. But yeah, as you can see, they are a repaint, slight remold of everyone's favorite, Alpha Bravo. That's right, it's 2 Alpha Bravos. Anyway, right off the bat for comparison, we will bring in Alpha Bravo. I'm not going to line up all of the Alpha Bravos that I have. I'm just going to compare these with the original versions of the molds. So here they are with Alpha Bravo. You can see what they've done. So there you have that. So yeah, as far as their helicopter modes go, they are basically identical, just different head sculpts and slight differences in the paint. As you can see here, the color schemes are pretty much mirrored in some cases, not in all cases, but you can see what's red on this side is green on this side, what's green on this side is red on this side, and that factors into most of the body, but pretty much everything else is pretty much identical. So there you have that. And you do have the remolded forearm pieces, whereas on Alpha Bravo you have the missile racks here. You actually have some remolded forearms. They actually remolded something on this figure other than the head. Hallelujah! They actually remolded something on this figure other than the head. That alone, 2 thumbs up from me. But anyway. Let's take a look at SKYBURST here. One problem I have with this set, I'm sorry, is the color scheme. I hate this color scheme. Just the red and green, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think this looks good at all. But anyway, let's take a look at it. Nice silver paint right up front here. And again, the same molded details as Alpha Bravo. For the most part, you have these new fins on the side here. Autobot logo, nice silver paint right there on the back. And yeah, the propeller spins freely, pretty freely. Of course, it knocks things out of whack when you do, but that's pretty much the way the mold works. And on this side, I actually have these markings right here. These don't look like Cybertronian markings, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, little markings there done in silver. Which actually look nice. And there you go. And on STORMCLASH, you can see it's basically the same, except she has the markings on this side. But basically, the same. So you have that. Now, each of these figures is assigned their own weapons, and these two get swords, big swords, which are nicely done. I like how the blue transitions into the white here on the blade. I think that looks really nice. And it's nicely done, too. It's nicely molded. Right there. And you got some nice silver paint on it, which I do like. As you can see, it seems like it's all done in that transparent blue and then painted over. But it looks very nice. So you do get two of these, and these can store on the helicopters. You can plug them into the sides here if you want, but they do kind of get in the way of the propeller, so maybe you don't want to do that. But what I do is I plug them on the bottom here on that port. You can have it facing forward if you want to shank people in midair, or you can rotate it back like that. That's usually what I do. I just plug it in the bottom right there. So that's how I store them in vehicle mode. So, oops. There you go. That's what I do. Storage! Yay! So there we go. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? So as usual, we'll go from combine mode into robot mode. And since we have two of these figures, we can actually show off both. So, what we do here to get SKYBURST here into leg mode, we'll start off with leg mode. All you're going to do is you're going to take this back section here, untab it, bring it down, and we'll tab in right there. And you want to rotate her head, flip the combiner peg around like that. The instructions tell you to unpeg the arms, rotate them, and then tab those tabs into these slots here, like that. So you have that. You come in here, raise up this section, like that. Split the nose cone, rotate it, and that'll tab in right there. Rotate up, tab it in, and you bring the propellers up, like that. And there you go. And now we can introduce another new addition to this set. We get actual feet and hands. We have feet that are meant to only be feet and hands that are only meant to be hands. And that, again, that gets 2 thumbs up for me. I appreciate that. I don't have a problem with the hand-foot guns, but I like proper hands and feet so much better. So these are pretty cool. They actually do have a ratcheted ankle tilt, and they also have toe articulation, which is pretty nice. As you can see, they're just cast in a gray plastic. Has some detailing to them, which is nice. And take a look at the hands here. You can see the hands do have some articulation. The index finger is individually jointed, and then these 3 fingers are just molded together. But the hands can open and close. There's the port for the weapon, right there. There you go. 2 hands and 2 feet. Hooray! And the hands can store in the feet. You can see this little notch right here, and you have these tabs on either side, and you just line these up and slide them in like that. And the hands can store inside of the feet, which is pretty cool. And if you want to, you can use the foot as like a flight stand, as you did with the hand-foot gun. If you totally want to do that, hey, go ahead, knock yourself out. You can even use the ankle tilt there to get some kind of flight poses going on there if you want. So, although it doesn't balance too well, but there you go. Hey, why not? Did I say why not? But anyway, let's remove the hands here. And fingers, work fingers. There we go. So just plug the foot in the bottom here. And there you have leg mode. Yay, leg mode. Now the one problem I have with the way the instructions tell you to transform the arms is that then you have the hands and all this gappage just visible right here. So I do prefer to just leave the arms as they are. But the problem with this is that then these little wings on the side do kind of bang into the wings on the other leg when she's all combined. But I don't know, it's up to you. We'll go official for now. But as I always say, it's your toy. Display it however you wish. But we'll go official for right now. So there is leg mode. We'll pull this stuff out of the way. And now we'll show off arm mode. So to get into arm mode, you're just going to take this section here, bring it down, flip out the combiner peg, and you want to raise this up. Open this up, split, rotate, tab, split, rotate, tab. And then you want to open up this section here, push this section up, unfold the legs, right there. These tabs will go into these slots right there to lock everything in place. Then you just, I forget which way it goes. So it goes rotated that way. And then you can plug in one of the hands. Of course, it could be a left or right arm, whatever you want to do. Bring that down. Bring the propellers up. And there you have arm mode. Yay! Arm mode. It's cool. We can show them both off at the same time. There you go. Leg mode, arm mode for SKYBURST and STORMCLASH. So there you go. So let's move on to robot mode. So for robot mode, let's bring this down, bring this up, open that up, open that up, bring that down, close that up, rotate out the waist, split legs, untab her arms there, rotate them so everything's oriented properly. Bring this back down, fold these back up, and bring the head around. Boop. And there you have SKYBURST in her robot mode. So right here, unplug the hand, rotate the waist in place, split legs, split. That connection's a bit tighter. Untab those arms there, bring up her head, rotates, and there you have STORMCLASH in her robot mode. And there you go. So let's get in close here on SKYBURST. Take a look at her new head sculpt. Nice head sculpt. I really like the head sculpts on these figures. Very nicely done, in my opinion. Nice blue eyes. A little bit of silver on the side. Right there. You have that. You do get remolded chests on these. Again, hallelujah, they remolded something on this mold other than the head. New chest, new forearms. Right there. And other than that, basically the same as Alpha Bravo. There you go. And we'll take a look at STORMCLASH's head sculpt. She's got the big goggles on. But again, very nice head sculpt. Nice paintwork. Even though I don't care for the color scheme, still nice paintwork nonetheless. And has that remolded chest. And again, the molding on their chests are mirrored, as you can see, which is pretty cool. That's a nice touch. So there you have that. And for comparison, here they are with Alpha Bravo. You can see right there the blatant differences in the coloration and the remoldings. Right there. And you can give them their swords, their big frickin' swords. Because they're cool like that. These chicks are so cool, they need giant swords. And you don't mess with a woman with a giant sword. If Kill la Kill has taught me anything, you don't mess with a woman with a giant sword. But there you go. So, there you have SKYBURST and STORMCLASH. Oh, and just to go over articulation, it's the same articulation the head is on a ball joint. So you get a little bit of wiggly waggly room. She can look up, she can look down, rotation. The shoulders are on a ball joint, you can do a full 360, in and out. You get a swivel above the elbow. The faux ratcheted elbows there with 90 degrees of bend. You got that waist swivel, which works a little weird depending on how you turn it, and likes to get stuck for some reason when I rotate it a certain way, and I have to rotate it the other way to get it to lock in. I don't know why that works that way. That's really weird. The hips are on a ball joint. You get forward movements, back movements, all the way out. Thigh swivel, 90 degrees of knee bend, and you can wiggle her toe downward. Not really upward, but you can move it down. These pieces like to come untapped on me. There you go. Obviously the same articulation as the original version of the mold. So, there you go. There you have SKYBURST and STORMCLASH. Now, I don't have a problem with the mold. I like the Alpha Bravo mold. I just don't like how many times I've bought the Alpha Bravo mold. That's my real problem. But still, I like the figure. Like I said earlier, I am not a fan of the color scheme. I really don't like the color scheme. I love the remolded heads. I love that they remolded something other than the head on this mold. That alone gets 2 thumbs up from me. But anyway, there you go. So we will move on to the next member in tomorrow's review. But remember, if you want a Victorion or any other Combiner Wars figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check it out. And you can also check out the Victorion playlist. That will also be linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Combiner Wars, SKYBURST and STORMCLASH, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face!